moment you've been waiting on.
Three, two, one.
Вітаю всіх, Тетяна Яра, Україна. Хочу виразити свою вдячність всім організаторам міжнародного конкурсу відеоблогерів «Покажи кращого себе», де моє відео, зайнявши на регіональному конкурсі друге почесне місце, потрапило на міжнародний конкурс і зараз знаходиться в хорошому рейтингу в номінації, що мене дуже тішить та сторони, отримавши хороші призи та нагороди за результат своєї роботи. Я бажаю кожному вірити в себе, бажаю перемагати, бажаю брати участь у схожих конкурсах, які надає компанія, і вірити в свій результат. Вітаю всіх з 26-літтям компанії Тієнс. Бажаю кожному успіху, віри в себе і хорошого вечора.
Я рад своему призовому месту. Я благодарю компанию за то, что она организовывает такие конкурсы, за то, что можно себя проявить. Я желаю всем участвовать в подобных конкурсах компании, а компанию Тиньшип поздравляю с праздником, с 26-летием. Желаю развиваться во всех странах мира, во всех континентах и праздновать свой день рождения еще много-много раз и радовать нас такими конкурсами, за которые я очень благодарен компании, наставникам и администрации российского региона.
Xin chào tất cả mọi người, tôi tên là Lê Thị Phương, tôi đến từ Việt Nam. Tôi thật sự rất vui và hạnh phúc khi nhận được giải thưởng danh giá này. Trước tiên, tôi xin được gửi lời cảm ơn sâu sắc đến Tập đoàn Quốc tế Thiên và tất cả tình cảm, sự tin yêu của mọi người đã dành cho tôi. Trong tương lai, bản thân tôi sẽ luôn học hỏi những kiến thức về sản phẩm Thiên, trau dồi kiến thức về mạng xã hội. Mong được đội nhóm Người Thiên Việt Nam nói riêng và toàn cầu nói chung tiếp tục ủng hộ, cổ vũ Phương hoàn thành nhiệm vụ. Xin chân thành cảm ơn mọi người.
That's how we do it. Yeah.
天师梦，谋未来。
自1995年成立至今，天狮在坚持奋斗和拼搏的岁月中，从一个初创民营企业，发展到拥有数千款产品、上万名员工、数千万用户的大型跨国企业集团。 回顾发展历程，天狮集团创始人李金源先生，从走出小乡村，到站在全球看全球，一步步梦想升华。是什么成就了他们的华丽蜕变？在天狮辉煌成就的背后，又有多少可借鉴的方法和途径？你想寻找的答案，你苦苦思考的成功秘钥，也许可以从这4本书中求索。
李金源和天狮集团。李金源先生作为一个农村孩子，为了心中梦想，一往无前，全力拼搏。短短几年时间，他创立的天狮集团就拥有了数十亿资产。1997年第2次创业，集中力量一口气开辟37个国家。2002年，发展60多个国家分公司，开辟国际化的市场和营销网络，产品行销86个国家及地区，其发展速度及规模令人惊叹。天狮是大家的，是社会的。本着这样的想法和胸襟，李金源先生满怀情感。2002年，将自己和伙伴们的创业故事记录进了《李金源和天狮集团》这本书，作为天狮集团系列书籍的处女作。这本书第一次较为全面地讲述李金源先生作为农村孩子追梦的故事，记录了李金源先生和天狮人的创业故事，展现了梦想、勇敢、执着、胸襟、情怀、诚信等珍贵品质。对于一个领导者推进企业发展的强大助力，也体现了实践出真知的亘古定律，为后续《新置换理论》一书提供了理论基础。新置换理论，天狮在国际市场上的拼搏发展，经历了无数困难挫折，攻克了无数难题与阻力。多年国际市场的开拓经历，让李金源先生深刻地认识到，统一发展目标和发展步伐，急需科学统一的理论指导。李金源先生认真总结天狮创业前期国际市场开拓的经验及教训，深入了解各国市场发展状况，并结合不断变化的市场环境，与时俱进，走出了一条属于自己的成功之路，提出了科学实用的新置换理论。这是一套独创的跨越式发展的战略与策略，是李金源先生经过无数实践与总结而提升到理论层次的战略思想。2003年，李金源先生的新置换理论出版发行，时任全国政协副主席万国全先生题词，全国政协副主席金淑平先生作序，中国社科院副院长陈家贵先生，中国民营经济研究中心理事长戴元晨先生，国务院副秘书长马建堂先生，中国人民银行副行长郭树清先生给予高度评价。这本书的推出，打开了世界了解天狮的一扇窗户，吸引了更多观众的目光，也就有了之后国际友人以天狮发展为范例，探究中国经济飞速发展的天狮大事记。天狮大事记，克里斯托弗·西蒂作为澳大利亚知名记者和作家，通过深入考察和了解，以第三方的视角撰写了《天狮大事记》。他认为，李金源先生是掌舵一家大型跨国集团的创始人和传奇人物。通过了解天狮发展历程，他听到了一个一个不可思议的创业故事，看到了一群为了梦想执着奋斗拼搏的团队。 感受到了一个伟大的思想指引着一家企业不断前进。克里斯托弗西里由衷敬佩李金源先生的远见卓识、坚韧不拔、开拓创新及雷厉风行。他认为这些品质是天狮的灵魂。天狮的发展是中国民营企业的代表，透过天狮，看到了中国经济飞速发展的动力源泉。他认为，在全球经济一体化的时代背景下，天狮的发展实践，以及由此升华的新置换理论，为更多企业快速发展带来了新的实践和思路。天狮大计，2021年1月在英国伦敦发行，估计有人给予高度评价。李金源先生结合新的创新实践，潜心研究，苦苦思索，对新置换理论进一步优化、充实、完善、提升，这便有了2021年10月推出的天狮集团的全球发展、置换、超越与中国成功一书。天狮集团的全球发展、置换、超越与中国成功。怀揣对李金源先生和天狮集团、天狮大事记的回顾和总结，基于2003年出版的新置换理论中心理论思想，天狮集团的全球发展、置换、超越与中国成功，结合新的创新实践，给予理论提升。该书由联合国前秘书长潘基文先生作序，于2021年10月向全球隆重发行。该书通过实证分析和比较研究，全面阐述一个全球企业集团如何在置换与重组的基础上，整合最新经营实践，融通信息技术、网络管理与沟通技术、智能组合与联系技术、区块链与平台技术等等，实现传统业务与现代网络信息技术的紧密结合，在此基础上实现自我颠覆与超越，达到跨界发展，超越同行，领先时代，领先世界。更为重要的是，这本书深入分析了成功的关键因素，列举了这些因素推动企业发展的典型案例，对于广大企业全球化布局和发展有着极高的借鉴和指导作用。
以上4本书，李金源和天狮集团记载创业故事，新置换理论呈现理论创新，天狮大事记记录发展历程，天狮集团的全球发展、置换、超越与中国成功集成理论体系，是天狮故事的延续，是天狮价值的延伸，是天狮飞速发展最好的诠释、秘诀和答案。希望他们能引导大家开启智慧之门，踏上追逐之路，步入梦想殿堂，最终登上属于自己的荣耀之巅。
过去的成就已成为历史，未来的发展充满希望。天狮将继续逐梦前行，以饱满的信心推进第3次创业。在新置换超越理论的指导下，以共存、共担、共赢为理念，加快实施一体多翼战略，进一步深度拓展全球市场，继续践行健康人类、服务社会的初心使命，成就更辉煌的价值。
成功之路没有捷径，不忘初心，笃定前行。道阻且长，由你来 相照，有意有情。今天买卖，成就跨境电商共享平台。今天买卖，我们追求心中的理想。一起走，我们是大家庭，一起成长，步伐永远不停。一起发展，肩负时代使命，合伙闯天下，有梦想就能赢。全球大联盟，唱出壮志豪情。心有光芒，必有远方。大无疆，成就希望。重新发展，敢于引领，大胆突破，磊落光明。今天买卖，成就跨境电商共享平台。今天买卖，我们创造健康新生活。一起走，我们是大家庭，一起成长，步伐永远不停。一起发展，肩负时代使命。因为相信，所以看见，成就你我，成就快乐。
春夏秋冬，四季交替，寒暑往来，多彩绚丽。出发吧，去探索未知的奥秘，去解开心中的谜题，见天地。丈量世界的边际，认识真正的自己。跨出去，远方云飘如衣，跨出去，体会酣畅淋漓。每个人都可以成为传奇，每种生活都要自己定义。奥兰基的奥兰基环游世界，成就美好生活，成就幸福快乐。 标记岁月，历史沉淀璀璨文明。出发吧，去徜徉文化长河，去汲取灵感与创意见众生，留下甜美的回忆，心与心没有距离。走回来，开创自己的天地，走回来，传递信心与勇气。每个人都可以成为传奇，每种生活都要自己定义。欧蓝记得，欧蓝记环游世界，成就美好生活，成就幸福快乐。每个人都可以成为传奇，每种生活都要自己定义。欧蓝记得，欧蓝记环游世界，成就美好生活，成就幸福快乐。
Dajahao, on the occasion of the 26th anniversary of the Tian's Group, I would like to extend my warm congratulations to the Tian's Group led by Mr. Li Jinyuan, an old friend whom I have known for years. Over the past 26 years, the Tian's Group, under the leadership of Mr. Li, has been committed to serving the society by improving people's health. The Tian's Group has become a global leader in the comprehensive healthcare industry, providing high-quality products and services to more than 47 million households around the world. Through promoting an integrated approach to provide healthcare services and a new retail model by which individual retailers and business networks are mutually reinforcing. In pursuit of the vision, comprehensive healthcare for all, Mr. Li Jinyuan has worked actively for public good and charity. By leveraging his global business outreach and personal connections, Mr. Li has played an active role in promoting people-to-people exchanges and advocating peace and development, winning recognition from many government leaders. As the world enters a new era, it is my sincere hope that the Tian's Group, led by Mr. Li Jinyuan, will continue to forge ahead in an innovative and enterprising spirit and achieve even greater success. Thank you. 谢谢.
Anything they say impossible, we taking on. We gon' shift the energy. We gon' change the rise and the vibe. I'm a ride. The element, the fuel, the lift off the ground. Here we go. You ready? Let me ride. I know this the moment you've been waiting on.
3, 2, 1.
天使崛起在东方，汇聚世界的目光，不懈健康的旋律，我们在全球唱响，坚持向上之本，创新是未来希望，奉献是真诚愿望。世崛起在东方，汇聚世界的目光，不懈健康的旋律，我们在全球唱响，坚持向上之本，创新是未来希望，奉献是真诚愿望。世崛起在东方，汇聚世界的目光，不懈健康的旋律，我们在全球唱响，坚持向上之本，创新是未来希望，奉献是真诚愿望。
Greetings from China for Global Teens families. Welcome to the second session open course from the Teens Training Master. I am Meng Xiao from Global Training Education Department. Glad to be here to train, to learn with you. The power of a team is infinitive, and selling is a quite important function. Excellent team has excellent selling capability that's ensured a stable, long-growing sales performance. Tian's calcium is a rigidly demanded product, and we have a lot of rewards, including the Panama International Award. It is the calcium king of the globe. How do we sell? How do we understand this product? How do we sell it in a scientific way? And to ensure the sales duplication through selling calcium. Today we have the answer. We have the team power is the correct way. We invite a master. She's a health management master, and she's a great leader with teams. She's helping the associates. She has been with the company for 23 years, and she works globally, help a lot of people achieve their health and also have the side income. She's know the market. After the year 2008, for the 14 years, she delivers like thousands of training sessions. Her training is quite detailed, down to the earth, and easy to learn, easy to duplicate. All the associates quite like her training. She's good at the training sessions of selling and product information. She's the international lecturer. She's the member of the Global Training Education. Madam Wang Yumei, please welcome her. Give her a big applause.
Hello everyone. Dear family member of Greater China and family member all over the world, it's my honor to give you this course, and I'm very honored to have this opportunity to give you this lecture, and I'm really hope that all the Tian's family members can fulfill their dreams. Today's topic is about the sales and Tian's calcium products and selling techniques. As we all know, in the post-epidemic era, the most important thing is to protect health and improve immunity. Everyone knows that it's the era of health. So how can we obtain the health? We need to do these 4 points. The first one is the reasonable diet. The second one is the good mindset. The third one is the proper exercise. And the fourth one is no smoking and no drinking alcohol. We could see the first one is reasonable diet, which means that we need to have all the nutrient sources. We could we can see the 7 essential nutrient sources on the screen. The first one is protein, carbons, fat, vitamin, water, cellulose, and mineral elements. We could see the mineral elements, and calcium is very important in this kind of element. If we want to do well of selling the calcium products, we need to know calcium well. And we need to know the function of calcium. Why we call that calcium is very important to our life? Because the first one, calcium can maintain regular heart beating. If we can take calcium, then the problem to our heart may become well. And the second one, the calcium can help the transmission of nerve impulse. If someone is losing calcium, then he may have problems in sleeping. The third one, calcium is good to muscle contraction, and calcium can speed up the working of white blood cells. If the calcium is enough in our body, then it can help to maintain our body system. The fifth one is that calcium can participate in the clotting process, and it can also participate in a variety of cellular function. We can find out that calcium is very important to us. So how can we know the calcium in our body is deficient or not? We know that lots of nutrient source can be intake and we can get them from the outside, but calcium can only be intaked from the other things. We could see from this statistic that different age required variety of calcium. We could see that from 0 to 1 year old, the amount of calcium which they required is 400 milligram, and their daily intake is 200 milligram, and the daily deficiency is 200 milligram. We could see from this chart that for different kind of people, their requirement for calcium and their deficiency to calcium is different. So how can we use this chart? Lots of TN's partners will ask these questions. If one of my customer wants to buy the calcium product, then how can I advise them the deficiency and the amount of calcium? So this chart is very important for the distributors. If one of the customers want to buy the calcium product, you need to ask them what's your function and what problem do you want to solve with the calcium product.
In this case, you can recommend the 1 pack daily for your customer because TENS is one of the most professional experts in producing calciums. And if any other customers might ask, they have got problems for the neck, for the shoulders, or for the you could also use this chart. For example, the lack of the calciums for 300 milligrams. Then you could give your own suggestions, like double the dose, 2 packs one day. So basically, that is 2 times or double dose for the daily deficiency amount. So remember that if for one day you are lack of 1000 milligrams one day for a pregnant woman, in that case 1 pack is absolutely not enough. At least 2 packs. Someone might ask, TENS calcium powder is very good, but the effects of that product is not good. That is the reason. That is because the daily intake dose is not enough. Making good usage of the products to help your customers to balance the functions of the human body. So when you show this chart to all the new customers, new distributors, they might have got 2 questions. The first one is, everybody in the earth are lacking of calciums. They might ask, if we rely on these statistics in the chart, everyone on earth are lacking of calciums. How could you answer this? That is, for different race, different people, they take different food, so they are lacking different amount of calciums. That is why the WHO suggests all the human beings needs to take calciums, nutritions. That is the answer to the first question. And what is the second question? That is, even if everyone are lacking of calciums, but not everyone are taking extra calcium nutritions. And even I'm in my 30 years, I have got no problems with my body. The answer to this question is, even if you are not using any calcium products, but some other methods, other things might giving you extra calciums. We know that human body is an organic system, and it can balance its own functions by itself in order to avoid harmful results. So in the medication theories, they say the human body have its own balance system for the calcium. So let's see the PPT on the screen to see the calcium migrations. 90% of the calciums are in the bone of the human body. We call it compound calcium. Some others might call it bone calcium. And there's 1% of the calciums in human bodies is in the blood. It has been delivered to every part of the human body to keep the functions of the human body. We call it blood calcium. And also some other parts are in other organs, for example in the hair, in the nails. And for the blood calcium, it only takes 1% of the total calciums. However, it's very important. Too high dose or too low dose of the blood calcium might harm the functions of the human body. So where the bone calciums came from? That is from the daily intake for years. And where is the blood calcium from? It's from your food, the 3 meals one day. So for the adults, if they only take the 3 meals one day, they can only have 500 milligrams one day of calcium. However, there's 300 milligrams of calcium in deficiency. There's absolutely. So basically the human body will send a signal to say that 3 milligrams of calcium are lacking, and this will send to the organs in your neck, that is the thyroid. When they receive the signal from the blood, they will deliver some hormones to the bone. And the human body will take the bone calciums into the blood. For example, like 300 milligrams of calciums are taken from the bone and put into the blood. So that is why previously I said, if you are not taking extra calciums, then some others will help you to take more bone, more calcium. So the conclusion is, are you going to take calcium nutritions to help you for extra intaking, or you just waiting for other diseases happen in the future? So like I have previously mentioned, you are lacking of calcium daily, and when your age grow older and older, you might have got bone diseases. The key reason is, for years and years, the bone calciums has been put into blood, and the bone tissue has got problem. So that's the reason daily, for each day, the bone calcium has been put into the blood, And if you have showed this to the new customers, they will make reasonable choices. So 23 years ago, the first lesson, the first training I had when I joined TENS is the training for the calcium. And for the past 23 years, I keep taking the TENS calcium powder, 1 pack daily, and for some days, even 2 packs. So, if you are choosing to use the calcium powder, then you have made a good, reasonable, and even a great choice. So just imagine that in your daily life, every day, the bone calciums will keep sending to the blood, and the thyroid and parathyroid organ has using its functions every day. Just like one person, they work every day, work too much every day, then they will have got this problem, like the functions are too high for the thyroid. So, for example, if one day you take a proper food and you have got perhaps more calciums, not 300 milligrams are lacking, only 100 milligrams. However, in this case, this thyroid will not got the correct signals. It will still put 300 milligrams of the bone calciums into the blood, and this will make the cardio diseases, the heart beating will be too fast. So when the level of the blood calcium is too high, they will give some other hormones to help the blood calciums go back to the bone calcium. Well, not every calcium are good for the human body. Some calcium might have combined with fat cells, and we call it rubbish or dust calciums, which are bad for your health. This will also cause bone diseases. So in this case, when you have got those problems, that the reason is not you are taking too much calciums. It's just because lacking of calciums makes the so-called dust calciums into your body, and this causes the diseases I've mentioned. And also, if there's too much blood calciums in the vessels, then the vessel wall will get too thick, and you might have got diseases like high blood pressure and other cardio diseases. And that's why medical experts say that lacking of calciums might cause over 100 different diseases for human beings. That is the details of the calcium migrations in the human body. And every distributors, every selling representatives needs to have the knowledge of the calcium migrations. and one representative of TENS who cannot give a proper course of the calcium training is not a qualified TENS family member. And lacking of calciums might causing many different diseases. For example, in the cardio systems, in the and in many other parts of the human body, even brain, urinary disease, reproductive diseases, or even tumors. All these problems are causing because of lacking of calcium. So some new customers might ask, since there are so many different products for calcium nutrition, why we should choose TENS? The answer is the first one, we need to focus on the basic supplements of the calcium powder. And the second one is the processing techniques. TENS product, TENS calcium powder, is using the most advanced technology, and it has the highest percentage for the calciums among this calcium powder, and it is easy to be observed. And the third one is to focus on the existency of the form. They have got different types of existency. It has different types, for example, like molecular, iron type, or compound type. And the iron type is good for human bodies. Like we have mentioned previously, the calciums has positive electricity, and fat have got negative electricity. When they combine together, it will become the dust calcium, and it might causing problems. Someone might say taking too much calciums may causing problems. That is true, but only for the iron types. However, for the TENS calcium powder, it contains the compound type. It will not combine with the fat or other cells. So that is the reason why our product is good for the health and there's no side effects, and it's good for long time or lifetime usage. So even for customers, for all customers who have used our products for more than 23 or 27 years, they have got no problems at all. So, like we have mentioned, based on the material, the processing technology, and also the form of existencies, the TENS calcium powder is the best products. And let's focus on the features. So the first one is it contains multifunctional nutritions, and the second one is the source is the calcium contents are high, and the third one is the absorption rate is higher than 95%. And in the last year, TENS super calcium powder has won the Panama Golden Award, and that is a great honor for all the TENS family members. And next, I'm going to recommend for the product sets for the our products. The first one is the set which combines the nutrition high calcium powder with the cordyceps capsules. So this set of the products can help you to solve the bone systems. And the second set is for the CVD protections. That is, combine the nutrition high calcium powder with the cordyceps capsules and also with the cell rejuvenation cell capsules. And the third one is the children set. That is the calcium powder for children combined with the zinc capsules. Another one is good for the females. That's the high calcium powder with the cordyceps capsules and the spirulina capsules, which this product set is very good for the females, for the ladies. And you can also use the date drinks or any other products. And the fifth one, that is the product set for the males. That is the high calcium powder with the cordyceps capsules and the zinc capsules. All these sets are good for customers. And we have go through the basic knowledges about the calciums and all products. And next is about the selling techniques.
The first thing I want to introduce is about a good way to raise the selling. That is, set up a standard of a good product for the customer. We know that lots of customers don't have the standard when they want to buy a product. So what do you promote? What the products you promote to the customers, then the customer will buy. Every time after customer walked into the shop, the close rate is around 3%. So we need to change the selling strategy to raise our customers' thought. Here is a story of Mr. Zhang. Mr. Zhang is selling china, and he found that the close rate of his store is low. So he tried to change his selling strategy and raise the close rate. One day, two customers come into his shop. So Mr. Zhang asked them what do they want to buy. And the customer said that they want to buy the things to decorate their bathroom. So Mr. Zhang asked them, do you know the standard of buy the good china? The customer told him, no, I don't know. So Mr. Zhang told them the standard of a good china. You can touch it to feel it, to feel the texture. And he asked the customer to try these products by themselves. And then he told the customer to listen to it. The sound of the china can be an important thing about whether this product is good or bad. After this, the customer say that, okay, I know this, and maybe I need to find the other product in the other shop, and then the customer go away. And in the other store, because he has know the standard of the good product from Mr. Zhang, so in the other shop, the customer also want to try the product, to touch them, feel them, and listen to the sound. And after the customer shopped around, he figured out that the good product is the china in Mr. Zhang's store. So in this example, we can know that set a standard of a good product in the customer heart is very important. It is same for us. Before introducing the details of our product, we have to tell the customers the standard of choosing a product, which is the standard that only our product can meet. So either the customer won't buy it at all, or they will buy only from us. So how can we set up a standard to our customer? There are 3 ways. The first one is guide the customer to make up the standard. We can ask the customer what standard do they need and what kind of thing is they think the best. Instead of introduce the detailed thing of our product to the customer, we need to know what the customer need. We need to give them the product they need, not all of our products. Sometimes the customer may not have a standard of the product what they need. In this case, you can give customer a standard or give yourself a standard. And what the advantage of setting up the standard? The biggest advantages of setting up standard is to add influence on customers' understanding. Like the examples I show you just now, because Mr. Zhang tell the customer to try the product, so the customer have this kind of standard and they will always think about it. Even for the case that the customer will not make purchase right now, once they decide to buy it, there will be maximum chance that they will buy from you because you give them the standard. So, what is the standard for choosing a calcium supplement product? We don't need to tell them the detailed thing about the product. We need to give them standard. First, we need to tell them to pay attention on the raw material. Which means they need to get a full complement of nutrients along with calcium. The second, about processing. The products need to have high absorption rate. And we can tell them the products which are manufactured with high biotechnology have the highest absorption rate. The third point, we need to tell them about the ingredient. Only the calcium products with the international standard, that is calcium ratio of 2 to 1, can achieve the double supplement of blood calcium and bone calcium. In this case, the calcium can both in blood and bone. I will give you an example in this case. If you can show this well to the customers, then they will all choose Tian's calcium products. One time I went to my friend's home and I found that they also take the calcium products. And I found that the product is not our Tian's. So I asked her, how about this product? And why do you need to take the calcium product? My friend said, because there is something wrong with my bones, so the doctor told me I need to take the calcium. I told her, yeah, that's right. If you have something wrong with your bone, you need to take calcium. But the product is not right in this case, because calcium need to be in both blood and bone. The ratio of the calcium need to be 2 to 1. And this product you have don't have this kind of international standard. So that is wrong. Then my friends asked me, well, then what kind of products do I need? So I introduced her the Tian's calcium product, which contained all the nutrients and can make the calcium absorbed by both blood and bone. In this case, my friends will take our product willingly. And the first is about the source of calcium. It needs to be a green product, because if it is not green product, it may have some effect to our stomach. So we need to choose the product which is green and good to our health body system. Amino acid calcium is so far the most ideal source for the calcium supplement product. Not the molecular calcium or inorganic calcium. And the most important one, the product line. It needs to be the series of products. It can suitable for all family members, including the middle-aged, young people, children, elderly. So all of our family can take this product. If you can give your customer this 6 standard of choosing a calcium product, and then the customer will find only our Tian's calcium can contain all these 6 standards. So Tian's calcium series of products match all the standards that mentioned above. It deserves the title of World King of Calcium. So, because of the time limit, we will coming to the end of today's course. I wish everyone of Greater China, Africa, and Pacific Asia, wish you everyone can become the best salesman, and wish all your dreams can come true. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Wang. In your lesson, it helped us to learn quite a lot of detailed knowledges in the professional and also the sales knowledges for developing the teams and in order to achieve a higher sales volume. That is extremely helpful for us. Thank you once again. So this is the end for today's training. Even if it's about the end for the 2 days training, however, there's also a brightful beginning for your future, and it will bring you a bright future for your life. And let us all take actions to help you to achieve the success in your life, and wish you all have the wealth and the value for your life, and also the health for all the family members. Thank you all. Looking forward to meet you once again soon.